After that day, my life changed a lot. I could not go out with my friends, spend money, or buy new things. I did not want to. I wanted to do something else. I wanted to help my father. When we returned home, he looked at me. I knew. He was disappointed in me, but he did not say a word. That night, I could not sleep. I kept thinking about the old woman and the fruit seller. I looked out of my window. Many people live hard lives, I thought. They work long and hard. But how do they do it? How do they keep going? I had never thought about these things before. I did not want to work. I did not want a job. But now it seemed different. It seemed interesting. I wanted to try it. So the next morning I went to my father and said, "Son, can we talk again?" I asked. He nodded. "I have found a good school for you," he said. "A school?" I asked. "Yes, a good school where you can learn about life." I thought he was joking. I smiled and said, "But I already know about life, Father." He looked at me for a moment, then he said, "You do not know anything. But this school will teach you." I did not want to go to school, but I had to. I knew I could not change my father's mind. So that day I went to the strange school. The person who wanted to learn the school was old, very old. It was small and dirty. There were other boys and girls inside. They were sitting on the floor. They were laughing and talking. When they saw me, they stopped and stared. One of them stood up and said, "Who are you?" I replied, "I am here to learn." "To learn what?" another boy asked. "How to fix things, plant trees, cook food. Are you stupid? Why would anyone want to learn these things?" All I wanted to do was laugh and have fun. But my father brought me here. I missed him. I wanted to go home. I looked around. Dirty walls, old tables and chairs, a big tree outside. I sat on the floor and waited. Then an old woman entered the room. Her face was full of smiles. She welcomed me. She said I would teach everything. At first I did not believe her. Thought she was like the other students, crazy. Why would anyone enjoy this place? I did not understand. But then I closed my eyes and listened to the birds singing. The tree outside was beautiful. Maybe this place was not so bad. The old woman gave me a book. It had some pages torn and filled with ink. "This is our school library," she said. "Read any book you like." I did not want to read a book, but I had nothing else to do, so I opened it and started reading. The books were about nature, plants, animals, history. I did not like any of them. I wanted to go home. I wanted to play games, watch TV, eat delicious food. I missed my comfortable life. I missed my friends. I missed everything. But something inside me told me to wait. Just give it some more time, it said. Maybe this life is not so bad. Maybe there is more to it than just fun and games. I decided to stay. That's when I met Omar. He was a smart boy. He knew many things about nature and animals. I liked him. He taught me about trees and flowers. He showed me how to find water in the desert. He even knew how to start a fire. I was impressed. I thought he was amazing. One day he said, "You seem sad. Is everything okay?" I nodded. "Of course." I smiled. He did not believe me. "I can see in your eyes that you miss your old life," he said. I was surprised. How did he know? I tried to hide it, but he continued. "Listen to me," Omar said. "Life is not about playing games or watching TV. Life is about learning. It's about discovering new things. It's about helping others. This is real life." I thought about his words. Maybe he was right. I was tired of just having fun. I wanted to discover new things. I wanted to learn. And that's when I met the master. My father is very rich. He has a big house and a fast car. When I was young, I liked to show off. I wanted everyone to see my expensive clothes and my new toys, but as I grew older, I became lazy. Now I spend most of my time playing video games. I know that my father works hard, but I don't care. I think he just worries too much. I believe that life should be more fun. One day my father called me. He told me to get in his car. "Where are we going?" I asked. "You will see," he said. We drove for a long time. I was bored. Finally we stopped. My father turned off the engine. "Come," he said. I got out of the car and followed him. We were in front of a small house. It looked old and dirty. My father knocked on the door. A man opened it. He was skinny and looked tired. "Hello," he said. My father asked him something in their language, and he looked at me. "This is your uncle," he said, "and this is your cousin." My cousin was skinny too. He had big eyes. He looked at me and smiled. I smiled back. We entered the house. Inside, it was dark and noisy. Many people were there. They were talking, eating, and watching TV. I felt uncomfortable. My father took me to a small room. "Sit here," he said. As I sat down, I saw a woman. She was sewing clothes. I looked at my father. "What does she do here?" I whispered. "Your aunt," he said. "She sews clothes for this family." I was confused. "Why?" "Because she has nothing else to do," he said. My father explained that my uncle and aunt had 3 jobs each day, but they still lived in poverty. I felt bad. I had never thought about people like them. I had never thought about work. My life was easy, but now I felt different. I did not know why. After some time, my father stood up. "Come," he said. I followed him outside. My father did not speak. He just drove. I sat quietly, thinking. The images of the man selling fruit and the woman sewing clothes stayed in my mind. I had never thought about people like them. I had never thought about work. My life was easy. But now I felt different. I did not know why. After some time, my father stopped the car again. This time we were in front of a large building. It was his office. I had been there before, but I never stayed long. I only visited when I needed money. My father got out. "Come," he said. I followed him inside. The office was busy. People were walking fast. Phones were ringing. Papers were everywhere. My father took me to his office. He sat down and looked at me. "Do you know what I do every day?" he asked. I shrugged. "You work," I said. He nodded. "Yes, but do you know how hard I work?" I stayed quiet. He continued. "I wake up early. I make big decisions. I solve problems. I take care of this company. And I do all of this for you." I looked around the office. I saw tired workers. Some were writing reports. Some were making calls. Some looked stressed. I never thought about these things before. I only saw the money my father gave me. I never saw how he earned it. I felt something strange inside me. It was guilt. Then my father handed me a small notebook. "From tomorrow, you will work here," he said. I laughed. "Me? Work?" I asked. He did not laugh. "Yes," he said. "You will start from the bottom. You will learn." I was shocked. "But I don't need to work," I said. My father shook his head. "You do," he said, "because one day I will not be here." "And then what will you do?" I did not know what to say. I had never thought about life without my father. I had never thought about the future. I had never thought about anything except my own comfort. But now I had no choice. My father had decided tomorrow my life would change. Tomorrow I would start working for the first time in my life. The next morning, I woke up early. It felt strange. I was used to sleeping late, but now I had to work. I got dressed and went downstairs. My father was waiting for me, gave me a small bag. "Your lunch?" he said. I looked at him in surprise. "Lunch? Can I eat at a restaurant?" I asked. He shook his head. "Workers bring their own lunch," he said. "Today you are a worker." We left the house and drove to his office. When we arrived, he did not take me to his big office. Instead, he took me to a small room. There were many desks. People were working on computers. A man came to us. He was wearing glasses and looked serious. "This is Mr. William," my father said. "You will work under him." Then he left. Mr. William looked at me. "Come with me," he said. He walked fast. I followed him. He gave me a chair and a small desk. "You will check these papers," he said. Put a big stack of papers in front of me. "Look at the numbers. Find mistakes. Mark them." I stared at the papers. There were so many. "All of them?" I asked. Mr. William nodded. "Yes, and work fast." I sat down and started. This story is going to teach you how to truly appreciate hard work. A boy named Alex always complained about his life. He lived with his dad. His dad was a businessman. He worked every day. Alex did not understand why. Alex wanted to enjoy life. He liked to play games, watch TV, and use his phone. He thought life should be fun. One day his dad came to him with a plan. "Listen, son, I want you to work with me for 1 week. You will start tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I want to teach you something important." Alex did not want to work, but he loved his dad, so he agreed. The next day, Alex woke up early. He had never woken up so early before. He got dressed and went downstairs. His dad was waiting for him with a serious face. "Where are you?" he asked. "I'm sorry, Dad. I just woke up." "Why do we need to wake up so early?" Dad shook his head. Get some breakfast inside. You'll eat later." Alex felt hungry, but he did not argue. He went to the kitchen and ate in silence. Then he followed his dad out the door. They drove in silence. Alex did not know where they were going. Suddenly they stopped in front of a big building. "This is the office," Dad said. "I want you to work here for 1 week. You will help everyone and do all the tasks. Then you can tell me how hard it is." Alex felt nervous. He did not know if he would be able to work there. He liked his dad, but he did not know if he could work like him. But Alex promised to try, so he entered the office. People looked at him. Mr. Williams was the boss. He was a strict man. He looked at Alex and said, "Let's start. You will work for me." Alex felt scared, but he wanted to please his dad, so he worked hard. He made coffee, gave files to people, and answered phones. His hands were busy, but his mind was worried. He did not know if he would be able to continue for 6 more days. During lunch, Alex sat alone. He did not know anyone. He did not know what to talk about. He felt sad and lonely. But Alex remembered what his dad told him. "You will work here for 1 week to understand hard work." So he did not complain. After work, Alex went home, took a shower, and lied on his bed. He did not want to sleep, but his body was tired. Alex closed his eyes and dreamed about playing games and watching TV. The next day, Alex woke up earlier. He was nervous. Would his dad be happy with his work? Alex got dressed and went downstairs. His dad was waiting for him. "Do you understand anything yesterday?" "Yes, Dad. I understand hard work." We drove to the office in silence. When Alex arrived, Mr. Williams stopped him. "Yesterday, you were slow. Today, work faster." Alex felt bad. He tried his best, but maybe he was not fast enough, so he worked harder. The papers on his desk became fewer and fewer. The clock on the wall became slower and slower. Finally, Alex finished his work. Mr. Williams checked everything. There were almost no mistakes. "Well done," he said. It's only one word, but it made Alex feel proud. He was doing something important. Alex felt good about himself. At lunch, Alex sat with his colleagues. They talked about sports and funny stories. They also shared their weekend plans. Alex listened to them. He enjoyed their company. He felt like one of them. After work, Alex went home. He was tired, but he slept well that night. The next day, Alex woke up feeling strong. He knew that he could do this. He went to the office and worked hard. Again, the papers were gone before he knew it. Mr. Williams was checking his work again. "You have improved," he said. That's all. But it sounded like music to Alex's ears. Alex was happy. He worked all week like this. He understood how hard people worked. For the first time, he understood that money did not come easily. As I walked out of the office, I saw my father waiting for me. He did not ask me how my day was. He only smiled. And for the first time in my life, I smiled back. Not because life was easy, but because I had earned that smile. The next day, I woke up early again. My body was sore. My hands were stiff. I never felt this way before. I wanted to stay in bed, but I couldn't. I had work to do. I got dressed and went downstairs. My father was already at the table. He looked at me and nodded. "Good," he said. That was all. But it felt different. It felt like he was proud. When I arrived at the office, Mr. William was waiting. He did not smile. "You were slow yesterday," he said. "Today work faster." I wanted to say something, but I didn't. I just sat down and started. The papers were in front of me again. Numbers were waiting. My head still hurt. My back still ached, but I worked. I did not stop. By noon, I finished my task. Mr. William checked my work. He found fewer mistakes. "Better," he said. Just one word, but it felt good. Felt better than buying something expensive. Felt better than wasting time with friends. It felt like I had done something real. I never felt this before. I never cared about work before, but now I did. During lunch, I sat with other workers. They talked about their families. They talked about their problems. They laughed. They ate fast and went back to work. I listened to them. I never thought about people like them before. Never thought about what they went through. But now, I was sitting with them. I was one of them. The afternoon was hard. Mr. William gave me more work. "Let's see if you can handle this," he said. I wanted to complain, but I didn't. I just nodded. I focused. I worked. The hours passed, my back hurt, my hands ached, but I kept going. I wanted to prove that I could do this. I wanted to prove it to myself. At the end of the day, Mr. William looked at me. He did not smile, but he said, "Not bad, just 2 words, but they meant a lot." I nodded and left the office. My father was waiting outside. He looked at me. "Tired?" he asked. I nodded. He smiled. "Good," he said. I understood now. I understood why he made me do this. And for the first time, I did not want to run away from work. I wanted to learn more. Days passed, then weeks, then months. I worked every day. At first it was hard. My body hurt. My mind felt tired. But slowly, I got better. I made fewer mistakes. I worked faster. Mr. Williams still did not smile, but he stopped complaining. Sometimes he even said, "Good job." Those words felt better than any gift I ever received. I started to understand money. Before, I only spent it. Now, I saw how hard it was to earn. I watched my father work. I saw him make big decisions, saw him handle problems. I saw him take care of the company. I never respected his work before, but now I did. He was not just a man with money. He was a man who built something with his own hands. One evening, my father called me to his office. He looked at me for a long time. Then he said, "You have changed." I did not know what to say. He continued, "At first you were lazy. You did not care about work. But now you understand." I nodded. He was right. I was not the same person anymore. I felt different. I felt stronger. Then my father surprised me. He took out a small key and gave it to me. "This is your office," he said. I was shocked. "My office?" I asked. He nodded. "You are ready for more responsibility. You have worked hard. Now it is time to take the next step." I held the key in my hand. It was small, but it felt heavy. It was not just a key, it was trust. The next day I moved to my new office. It was small, but it was mine. I had my own desk, my own chair, my own work. I was no longer just a worker. I was learning how to lead. It was not easy. I made mistakes. I had bad days, but I did not give up. I kept working. I kept learning. I wanted to be like my father. I wanted to build something of my own. Looking back, I laugh at my old self. I thought life was easy. I thought money was simple, but I was wrong. Life is work. Life is effort. Life is building something with your own hands. My father taught me that, and now I am ready for the future, not because I have money, but because I have learned how to earn it.